My name is Mark O'Brien. I work for BirdLife International, based here in Suva. The mangroves, great, yeah, and there's some fantastic mangroves, and for me, being a bird person, some interesting birds that use those mangroves, so I'm fascinated by that as well. The intertidal area is superb. It's extraordinary, yes. I mean, so you're sitting here moaning because everybody's running around in front of you and the birds are all being scared away. But there's a post just out there, probably what, 100 yards out, and just there was a bird sitting on there, that post. And fortunately my colleague managed to get a digiscope to photograph of it, and it's a gull, a seagull or a gull. So you don't get gulls in Fiji, you only get terns, so that makes it interesting straight away. And by the look of it, my guess, and I'll have to go back and check my books, but it looks to me like a laughing gull, which is a bird that comes from the United States. Now there are laughing gulls hang around in the Pacific. They follow ships and they'll feed on scraps off the back of ships and stuff. So that's quite interesting. But this is only the third, I think it's the third known record of laughing gull in Fiji. So extraordinary. The second one was, I found it 10 years ago. So it's extraordinary that it's it turned out whilst we've been here looking, doing the clear up and having this message. And I think what it shows is that this is probably a bird that's followed the ships going into the port, and it's now come around and is looking for a bit of food scraps whilst the ship it was following is now unloading or whatever, and it'll probably follow that ship back out again, or another ship out again a day or two down the line. But it just goes to show what can turn up if you put the time and effort into looking for it. This is the first time I've been this side of Suva Point. I'm always around the other side, near where the university is. So just goes to show, go to a new spot, you can find some different interesting stuff. So yeah, fascinating. And to me, that's kind of why I find bird watching so fascinating. You never quite know what you're going to find. The bird population, well, the number of birds will decline. Won't have an enormous impact on the Fiji bird population. Some of the birds there, 3 or 4 of the birds are endemic to Fiji, so that's quite interesting. And they use mangrove and tall tree areas within Suva. So the kikau, which is wattle honeyeater, is one of those birds, and that's endemic to Viti Levu. And so there are other species in Taveuni, Vanuatu, but the species that's here on Viti Levu is unique to Viti Levu, and it's a bird that really does like mangroves. And so within this area you can hear it calling. There was one calling earlier on just in these trees here, but it likes tall trees, and mangroves is the best opportunity for that. So that will be a bird that gets lost from that area, and it's not a massive impact on that bird's population, but it's just another loss of suitable habitat, and those things just build up over time, and all of a sudden there's not enough for the birds to survive. So yeah, we don't know, but that might be the hotspot for that species within the Suva area. So losing that point, the birds will disappear, gradually decline and disappear from the whole of the Suva area. We don't know. That's a possibility. It has an impact on the birds that use the tall trees. As I said, kikau, the kula, things like that that are around. Another endemic to Fiji bird. The Maizamila, these are all endemic to Fiji. So these are all birds that are using that patch, as well as the miners and the bulbuls. The other part is there is a proposal to develop a marina on the foreshore side. Well, that would be, I think, potentially really damaging to the whole foreshore area, because that will impact on how the foreshore works and stuff. And that's exactly where these tattlers, which are the globally important population of tattlers on this site, they may well be quite badly impacted by that development on that side of the road, if you like. Yes. So that's kind of my particular concern. But the mangroves is, it's a unique part, fantastic part of Suva's biodiversity, so it's something that we should be really concerned about and not lose. If we at all can save it and protect and maintain it, that's what we should try and do.